Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we present you 50 beautiful retro historical photos. We hope you will appreciate our work. Write your comment and click the subscribe button. Enjoy the show and here we go. Debee Ashby, former English glamour model, 1985. Pretty Woman, Judy Landers, American actress, 1979. (1935), Washington, D.C. or vicinity. Streamlined bus and car, Evans Motor. June 1943. Arlington, Virginia. A soldier treating his date to a Coke in the service shop at Idaho Hall, Arlington Farms, a residence for women who work in the U.S. government for the duration of the war. September 26, 1916. Boys of Wanganui Technical College, New Zealand, during an engineering class. June 1863, Gettysburg Campaign. Fairfax Courthouse, Virginia. Captain J.B. Howard, Office of Assistant Quartermaster, and Group at Headquarters, Army of the Potomac. I purchased this slide dated December 1959 at a swap meet. There was no other information printed on it. Where could this be? July 1942. An electric arc welder at a large southern boatyard examines a bead he has just run on a steel ramp boat which will be used in making beach landings of men, tanks, and other equipment on hostile shores. Higgins Industries, New Orleans. September 15, 1937. Although she weighs only 88 pounds, 1/3 of the machine she rides, Mrs. Sally Halterman is the first woman to be granted a license to operate a motorcycle in the District of Columbia. February 1952. From photos by Gerd Botts and Jim Hansen for the Look magazine assignment. West Point Story, military officers from the United States Military Academy class of 1950 who fought in the Korean War. Circa 1908. Hennepin Avenue, Minneapolis. Our title comes from the sign over the White Sewing Machine Company store. No caption. It's 1932, somewhere in the vicinity of Washington, D.C., and these boys are en route to points unknown via Shanksmere. Happy trails. October 24, 1935. Washington, D.C. E.L. Wallace, acting chief of the leather section of the Bureau of Standards, shown with the endurance shoe tester. April 24, 1920. Overalls Parade. A demonstration against profiteering that took its name from the overall strike, a fad that had people wearing overalls to protest the high price of men's clothing. 1925. Miss Virginia S. Caldwell of Carbondale, Illinois, visiting Washington with her family. Buffalo, New York, circa 1911. Lafayette Square. November 1903. Assembling room, Leland Falconer Manufacturing Company, Detroit. Men working in foundry and machine shop that produced automobile engines and merged with Cadillac Motor Company in 1905. November 1912. New York. Family cutting embroidery in tiny crowded bedroom. For complete details, see Miss E.C. Watson's report. December 1942. Production. Mercury. Loading mercury ore into a mine car by hand at the New Idria, California, plant of the New Idria Quicksilver Mining Company. Circa 1942. We've lost the caption for this photo of a lady operating yet another war-winning widget in Factory Town, USA. What is she making? Past and present in locomotives. Eckington Yards, June 4, 1923. March 22, 1948. Brooklyn Terminal Market, Flatbush. Manson Clay Products client, who must be very proud. July 1955. Frank Sinatra's gambling in the sewer scene from the film, Guys and Dolls. What better place to have the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York? Eckington Yards, June 4, 1923. A rare and unusually detailed look at the Baltimore, Ohio Rail Yard in Washington, D.C., during that year's big gathering of Masonic lodges. September 1942. New York City. First Chinese seamen granted shore leave in wartime America. Chinese seamen on United Nations vessels may now obtain shore leave in American ports. Washington, D.C. Rock Creek Park scenes young women in automobile. Vine-covered cottage with a girl-covered coupe. Bert and Iva's daughter Helen is home to Wausau, Wisconsin, from California with the new baby. While baby sleeps, the grandparents and parents play a lively game of Monopoly. Brigitte Bardot, French film actress. Photo 1959. Augusta, Georgia, circa 1903. Albion, Hotel and Confederate Monument. 1931. Washington, D.C. Men holding long snake skin. New Zealand, ca. 1920s. Hunter with quail photographed by Frederick N. Jones of Nelson. June 1943. Washington, D.C. Hattie B. Sheehan, a streetcar conductor for the Capital Transit Company. July 1942. Florence, Alabama, vicinity. Counselor at Boy Scout camp swimming and canoeing. Edge of Burn District, corner of Franklin and Sacramento Streets, San Francisco. Aftermath of the April 18, 1906, earthquake and fire. Annapolis, Maryland, 1892. Class of 94, U.S. Naval Academy. Malden, Massachusetts, circa 1906. Pleasant Street from Malden Square. August 21, 1959, somewhere in New Zealand. Two women with four small children in a pushchair on a city street, probably Wellington. Washington, D.C., in 1919. Sandwich vendor. Another look at the Model T. Fall 1941. Jackson, Michigan. Threshing wheat. Farmers drinking beer. September 1943. A Greyhound bus trip from Louisville to Memphis and the terminals. Roberta Locker, going to Chattanooga from Elora, Tennessee, to work. Washington, D.C., circa 1922. New Jersey Avenue SE from B Street. Circa 1906. Elks Place, New Orleans, Louisiana. Brought to you by Anna Held. Forgotten New Orleans. The old criminal court building and parish prison in the background. New Zealand, circa 1902. Unidentified family group outdoors, probably Christchurch district. Savannah, Georgia, circa 1906. Loading a phosphate schooner. Washington, D.C. in 1919. Street lunch vendor. A Model T sandwich vending machine. Johnny Cash in 1968, near the Arkansas farm where he grew up. Going to Memphis, no doubt. DeLand, Florida, circa 1905. New York Avenue. Looking a little like New England with palm trees. November 1938. Visalia, vicinity, Tulare County, California. Miners Cooperative Farm. 10 families have been established on the old ranch of 500 acres. November 1903. General Office, Leland Falconer Manufacturing Company, Detroit. Bonus photo for you, a beautiful retro woman. Enchanting blonde Sabrina Coronado, 1960s photo shoot. This is the end of our performance. We hope you enjoyed it and appreciate our work. See you in the next performance. Have a good day.